Now you see, this is where it gets dangerous. This is where it gets dangerous. There was a storming that happened, at a church over there, a Christian church, over the fact that Rudo gave a donation to the church. And so there were protesters. Um, Kenya, they cover the news. If something happens in Kenya, they're going to blast it throughout the airwaves. Make sure that it becomes an international publication. So while we're looking at the fact that Rudo, if for those who don't know who Rudo is, he's a head over there, and he basically takes care of the public affairs, of the people of Kenya. So this is where it gets dangerous. A lot of people got hurt. People were scratched up. They were knocked out. They were put in the closets. You know what I'm saying, and beat. This is where public safety becomes very important. And like I constantly champion the fact that public safety has to be throughout the communication line when dealing with district managers, public ministers, um, even law chambers. You have to talk about public safety. If someone feels like they can take advantage of another group of people for a tribal conflict, these people have to be put in a situation where they're not a risk to the people who are in these villages. Because if they get together as bandits and there may be someone over there from another country and they rush up on them and what I'm saying, they rough them up, then this can be a problem for not only Ruto but his office. So I don't want to have to see things like this transpire. I don't want to have to see things like this happen. If we're going to be at a disagreement because a particular religion or a particular edifice or a particular group of people didn't get taken care of, well, that has to be a thought of minds who are adults. People have to come together and brainstorm. How can we prevent upset people from storming other people and storming other people's churches and religions. You know what I mean? So Rudo, he's not popular among a lot of people. Um, I don't too much know anything about. Uh, I don't know too much about what's happening as far as what's going on over there. But I do know that when something like this gets the news, I have to study it and I have to get into the fact that we as a globe, we have to make sure people aren't put at a disposition where they feel like they can't worship in the name of they may be Christian. They can't worship in the fact that they may be Muslim. They can't worship in the fact that they may be a spiritual being. So or won't be classed as a person who doesn't believe in anything. A person who believes in a certain higher being. So this is upsetting. You know what I mean? This is very upsetting. I don't want to see other black people storming other black people and beating them up. Women got harmed in this. You know what I'm saying? Women got harmed in this. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta call stuff like this out, man. And it's unfortunate because it's unfortunate. Um, those people are gonna go back to their villages. They're gonna miss a night's sleep because they don't know if their villages are gonna be raided. By people who are considered bandits. You know what I'm saying? So you can go back and look at some of the see right here. Like these are injuries, man. You know what I'm saying? Like these are injuries that could have been avoided. So, you know what I mean? This stuff could have been avoided. So I want to see people, get together and kind of figure things out on a scale of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see people, talk more about how can we prevent upsets like this from occurring, because this is going to spread. What happened here is going to spread. So if you see, again, like I've said in my past videos, if you see something happen on the other side of the globe, it's going to find its way here in America. And if you see something in America happen, it's going to find itself on the other side of the globe because energy transfers. So let's look at this and let's see if we can prevent this. Let's talk to the people of Kenya. Let's see how we can put violence like this to a stop. Let's see if we can get minds together and see how we can support the locals who live in the capital of Kenya, or a village off the rural coast of Kenya. Let's see how we can talk. So great peace, Yako.